Welcome to New Jersey, the Garden State, birthplace of Bruce Springsteen, Whitney Houston, and one of the Jonas Brothers, and home of the largest light bulb in the world, the first baseball game, the most diners in the country, and some of the loudest opinions anywhere. So when the New Jersey Council for the Humanities posed a series of questions for their Democracy Conversation project, New Jerseyans responded. One question, what does it mean to be a good citizen, gets to a fundamental idea for our democracy. How best do we, the people, be a part of these United States? Some of the words that came up in the responses are words you might expect from the third state to ratify the Constitution and the first to ratify the Bill of Rights. Words like law, taxes, freedom, vote, and democracy. Though some of these words came up more than others. Vote was in fact the third most frequently used word in responses overall. In the responses, some people shared their name, age, and the town they were from. And looking at the responses that included age, vote was the number one most used word among those aged 65 and older. And our oldest contributor had this to say.
Respect for others, irrespective of name, position, designation, color, race, gender, or nationality.
But in one of the most diverse states in the country, the responses aren't all going to be the same. For instance, this response suggests that a good citizen is someone who follows the laws set in the society, but at the same time makes a meaningful contribution in society. And this idea of doing more than following the laws, contributing, participating, working, and engaging came up frequently.
I think part of being a good citizen is being engaged and holding your representatives accountable, and feel empowered to share your experiences and work towards community improvements.
The importance of being informed also came up in the responses. Some responses added more ideas like this, including being aware, staying educated, and expanding our understanding.
As a humanities scholar, when I think of the word citizen, I think of the poem The Unknown Citizen by W.H. Auden. Like so many New Jerseyans, Auden was an immigrant, and he eventually became a U.S. citizen. What's so fascinating about this poem is that it's about someone who is seen as the perfect citizen because he does exactly what the state tells him to do. He doesn't question, he doesn't protest, he doesn't make waves in any area of his life. So he lives quietly. But as the poem suggests, being that quiet can keep you from being free. So to me, when I think about what it means to be a good citizen, especially in the US and especially right now, it means to be a known citizen, not an unknown one. Constantly challenging yourself and those around you to do better, to be better, be heard.
The word better came up pretty frequently, sometimes with specific thoughts on how to make things better, like in this response here.
Making your community a better place, doing something to help others like cleaning up rubbish, planting more trees, and volunteering at an organization that makes our community a better place.
These responses happen to be from some of the youngest New Jerseyans who contributed. And in this group overall, those aged 17 and under, the word that came up the most was help, as in helping others. Helping others was a popular idea in other groups of responses as well. For instance, when looking at the state regionally, responses by South Jerseyans had the same number one word. Help was also the word that came up second most overall. And that leaves the word we haven't mentioned yet, which came up most for 18 to 59-year-olds, North Jersey, Central Jersey, and all the responses overall. And that word is community. So though the question asks about the singular citizen, this democracy conversation shows that most New Jerseyans who responded here feel that being a good citizen is only possible when we support the other citizens around us.
What does it mean to be a good citizen? Well, I think there are a lot of ways to answer that question, but fundamentally, I think it's about showing up for your local community, whether that's volunteering, voting, trying to persuade others about things you really care about, trying to listen to them about the things they really care about. And I think when we do these things on a local level, when we're engaged on a local level, we help to support and sustain institutions that, when taken together, support our broader democracy, help to ensure the common good.
Have these responses sparked some of your own thoughts? What does it mean to you to be a good citizen?